Hello everybody, it is me, Super Godzilla Final Wars here, and once again I am back with another Kaiju C profile video. So, once again you guys have requested me to do the profile video for Godzilla filius, the younger son of Superman Godzilla Earth and the younger brother of Godzilla Earth. So, today, I am going to be talking about him. So without further ado, let's get started. And if you're wondering why do I sound like this, I just got done eating dinner. So, so please forgive me that my throat sounds a little bit different. So, yeah. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started. For starters, his height is around 700 meters. So he's really tiny. But he's definitely no doubt bigger than Godzilla. Godzilla filius, for starters, his age is 199.85 thousand years old. No, not thousand, billion years old. Yeah, he's incredibly young. He's way more younger than his other brother. Now, if you're wondering, how is it that he is not older or just as old as his brother? Well, for starters, he's a younger sibling. Not only that, but when I discuss his backstory, you guys will understand why he is not as old as his brother. Let's just say he's suffering under a certain condition. Now, his abilities. He only has a few strong abilities. He's still growing and he's still learning of his powers. But he has Shin Godzilla, Godzilla Earth, King Ghidorah 2019, and Destroya, along with a few powers that resemble Bagan's abilities. So, yeah, he's not that strong. His power level is way low. Lower than his brother and definitely his father. So, yeah. So that's just pretty much it. He has no special overpowered ability. His power level is just a little bit lower. And now he can move extremely fast, which is a advantage that he does have, but he can't move as fast as his brother and father. Still slower than the both of them. He's not good at hunting, nor good at fighting. He's actually not much of a fighter, which is the reason why his power levels are not that great yet, nor as powerful as his brother. His brother and father are, on the other hand, they are fighters. He, on the other hand, is not much of a fighter. And the reason will be revealed once when I go over his backstory. and he's currently the only active Mega Kaiju god that is currently active in the Megaverse. And he currently patrols the Hollow Earth. Now, let's go over his backstory. His backstory is he was born after his older brother was born. For years, he and Mechagodzilla Earth were happy together. They had everything they ever wanted. And of course, like Mechagodzilla Earth, Super Mechagodzilla Earth trained his sons to become the new god of the Mega Monsters, just in case Super Mechagodzilla Earth dies or retires. If you're wondering, when will he retire? Unknown. It's unknown when he'll retire. And I said this before in Mechagodzilla Earth's profile video. He and Mechagodzilla Earth played with Mega Animagadora before he became a villain. They played with him a lot. However, he actually was not there. Well, actually, no. Yeah, he was there. Sorry, it says it. Remind myself. He likes to wander off. Back then, he was always a wanderer. He always wandered off and almost put himself in danger. And of course, when the Great War happened, it he didn't really saw it that much because he was still a baby back then. Yes, surprisingly, back then, he was still a baby compared to his brother. His brother was definitely a kid. So he doesn't remember too much about his mother. The only thing he does recall from his mother is her voice, her kindness, and how the way she will always sing a lullaby to him when he couldn't sleep or when he got a nightmare. Now, when his brother, Mechagodzilla Earth, got into a deep depression, he tried his best to cheer him up. But nothing worked. And this concerned the little brother of the future god of the Mega Monsters. And with his father being very busy by maintaining order to the Megaverse, he was basically alone. He had no one to play with. He doesn't know his mother. His brother is in a deep depression. And his father was too busy maintaining order for the Megaverse. Mechagodzilla filius continued to basically be alone. He was basically alone. With Mega Animagadora not being their enemy, with Mega Anime Mothra still dead, and with his father maintaining order to the Megaverse and suffering under the depression after he lost his wife, and with his brother being depressed, Mechagodzilla filius was completely bored. And not only that, he was sad and alone because he had no one to be there for him. He didn't know what to do. He was the only one out of his entire family that doesn't remember what his mom looked like. And because of this was a big problem. not only he doesn't remember his mom, but with the other half of his family busy and depressed, that was a problem. So he'll normally leave his home to go do some stuff. And that was to hang out with other mega monsters. That was the only real time he actually had fun. Instead of being treated like a god, he was treated as a friend to most of the mega kaiju. Because most of the mega kaiju understood what he was going through. And therefore they became his friends. Time after time and after time, he visited his friends a lot. But he still tried to do the best he can to cheer up his father and brother. His father was cheering up a lot, but his brother, on the other hand, was not. His brother was still depressed, but now full of rage. And as you recall from my profile video of Godzilla Earth, he had a rage that was basically undescribable, and he ended up killing a lot of innocent monsters. And most of those monsters in particular were Godzilla filius' friends. Godzilla filius was now sad because his own brother killed his friends. Godzilla Earth felt completely awful about what he did. Not only for the crimes he did to his own kingdom, but he killed his little brother's friends. He felt completely awful and wanted to leave. That was the main reason why he left the planet in the first place, because he felt awful that he killed his baby brother's friends. The only group of kaiju that actually paid attention to him. And Godzilla filius never got a chance to talk to him because he wanted to talk to him, to his own brother, to tell him that it wasn't his fault and that he forgives him. But instead, Godzilla Earth left and remained away from the Earth for a long time. And this drove Godzilla filius into a depression. Not Godzilla Earth, Godzilla filius. There. This drove Godzilla filius into a depression. And with this, he was now depressed. Not only for the loss of his friends, but he never got a chance to say goodbye to his brother. He never even got a chance to accept his apology. And now Super Godzilla Earth had to deal with his depressed son. Godzilla filius was just depressed. He had nothing to do. He basically refused to fight. He refused to do anything. But in a way, he kind of almost lost his purpose to live, which was even more sad. But eventually, Godzilla Earth came back, but we already know how that happened.